Here I've come into the settings and I'm going to click on the network, and you can see it says not connected right now. So if I turn on Wi-Fi, Wi-Fi devices, turn on, and it still doesn't do it. Turn on. So now the only way I can get this to actually work is if I unplug the unit and wait. Sorry, here's the unit. And wait a few seconds, plug it back in. There's just the HDMI cable plugged in. I have the network cable, but it hasn't been plugged in and it wasn't working. But when I plug it in, it will work for internet, but obviously then it bypasses the Wi-Fi, but it hasn't been on, so it's just plugged back in. It's loading back up. We'll see. This takes a minute to load up. I'm sure you know that, though. So once it loads back in, generally I have to reconnect and re-enter the Wi-Fi password and everything. It doesn't seem to save it when I reset it like that. So now if I grab the remote again, and go into settings, network. Again, it shows not connected. So I go back in and I turn on the Wi-Fi again. Oh, there we go. Finally turned on. Thought it wasn't going for a sec, so it finds my connection. Oh, it actually remembered it this time. That's good. Okay, so it shows that I'm connected, and strength is good. So I would try using this to go in, and if I go back out, I've been using Kodi to try and stream stuff. With the wired connection, it works great. With the not wired, it seems to sometimes work, sometimes not, and then it sort of goes in and out. I'll lose video while streaming, and essentially at some point, once it's been on for a few minutes, then the Wi-Fi turns off, just to where I had it at the beginning of the video where it won't turn back on, and I have to do a reset. So that's basically it. So I'm just going to show you. Sometimes this takes a long time. What's most popular? You can see it's just spinning and working. If I were on the wired connection, it would probably be in by now. The wireless, and I've tried moving this from this room to right beside the wireless router to all over the house, and it hasn't made any difference. But yeah, so it's taking a long time, and if I plug in the wired connection, which I could do in a second here if you want. So there we go, it finally loaded up. So it did work at the moment, but I imagine if we try and watch something, just back out. If we try and watch something, it may or may not work. So it seems to be working okay at the moment, but it is a lot slower than if it was plugged into the wired connection. But it also tends to work for a bit and then just stop working. Thanks.